that people who know homeless or have been homeless previously help people who are currently homeless come out of homelessness. And this is no better illustrated by a recent example where I was taking a break from the office, and I was walking through downtown Civic Park, and I bumped into two gentlemen, both of which happen to be Navy veterans, as I am, and we kind of just entered into a conversation about what they were up to for their day. And they're, clean shaven, took a shower this morning, sitting on a park bench, clearly do not look homeless, but they are. One of them stays in our room and board facility, the other one stays in our shelter. And as this conversation progressed with each other, we're in the period of time in 2020 where COVID is a challenge, and there was some incentive checks that came out from the government, and the one guy who's staying in the shelter was having a hard time getting his incentive payment. The other guy who's staying in room and board had already sorted through this, and so they were talking about how they just came back from the post office because the gentleman who was formerly homeless and now living in the room and board facility, permanently supported, stable housing, had helped this gentleman who's currently homeless and staying in the shelter sort out how to fill out the paperwork, how to give it to the post office, how to get an account at the post office so that that stimulus check would come to that individual. And the interesting thing was that after they were done talking about it, I asked him what he was planning to do with the stimulus check, and he said, well, I hear that you guys are creating jobs over here, building these small factory-built homes, and so I'm going to go buy some of my tools and my tool belt because I want one of those jobs. And so it kind of illuminates why peer support matters. If you set up a community where people interact with one another, people who are stable with people who are currently homeless, people who are in recovery with people who are currently challenged by their addictive behaviors, what it does is it allows people to support one another, and you have a staff member that's mentoring and supporting that conversation to make sure that it occurs, and then dips in and integrates the community resources where needed. It works, it's strong. All you have to do is encourage it and enable it, and community design is one of the most important aspects of that. So I hope this encourages you to understand what a peer support community is.